Hi, this is Joel Corrington.
I am, and this is Christopher Millar.
Oh yeah, and we came all the way to Stockholm to talk about Chris Wilcox.
Oh yeah,
You
Chris
remember Chris
Wilcox. Happy birthday, Chris.
Hey, it wasn't his birthday. He's retiring.
Oh yeah.
Chris, what can I say? You created something magical and you let me be a part of it for many years. Thank you so much for all these wonderful memories and wonderful musical experiences.
It was really a privilege to be a clarinet player at your festival, especially since, you were a clarinetist, beautiful clarinetist. You are truly one of a kind. Miss you, love you, and all the best.
I have so many memories, a lifetime of memories of all the great concerts and the great people I've been privileged to have performed with. One memory does stand out that will be with me forever. That of hanging out with you and Bob Marsalis and having Bob regale us with stories of the old days of the Cleveland Orchestra. Congratulations again. I don't think you're really going to retire. We'll know where to find you.
Congratulations, Chris, on all that you have accomplished as a musical leader, visionary, also in community engagement. I'm certain that your influence, your passion, your vision will be felt for generations to come.
Hello, dear Chris. This is Dinuk, sending you a message of congratulations on this remarkable anniversary and milestone. You have made the Scotia Festival of Music such a brilliant celebration of great artists and great music from all time periods. It's truly a place where tradition and innovation stand shoulder to shoulder, and this is such a special thing indeed.
Coming to Scotia Fest is a highlight of my year, and I'm so thankful that you've had me here, and I wish you all the best.
Okay, here's the thing. The first time I met Chris was on the telephone. 5 o'clock in the morning in Vancouver time, the phone rings. They said, "Hi, is Chris there?" I said, "Who the hell is calling at 5 o'clock in the morning?" It's Chris Wilcox from Halifax. Thank God his taste in music is better than his sense of geography, huh?
Congratulations on all your hard work. It's been amazing seeing you through my young artist years and now here as a guest artist. I wish you well. Keep up those ping pong skills. See you around.
Scotia Festival is one of the greatest music festivals in the world. There's no doubt about it. The repertoire you've done there, the programs you've built, and the impacts you've had on generations of musicians is just incredible. In particular, the love and generosity you've shown to generations upon generations of musicians who've come through as young artists, who you've watched grow, who you've nurtured and supported. Well, we all owe you more than we can ever say. But what we can say is thank you, and we love you.
Chris, you're one of the main reasons I miss Halifax. You've done so much. You were fun to work with, fun to have dinner with. You're an inspiration. Good luck, good health.
What was your first memory of working at the Scotia Festival?
Well, I think we had the same year, didn't we? 1986.
1986.
Very memorable Schubert octet.
Schubert octet. Yes, conducted.
It was conducted by Maestro Robert Marsalis.
That's right.
It was great. Walter Trampler played viola.
That's right. Fred Sherry was on cello. Ida Kavafian.
Oh yeah, and the lighting. What I remember best is the lighting on stage at the Gunn Theater. It was so intense that Fred and I could go like this and see how much dandruff would come out of our heads. That was great.
Yeah.
As one of the hundreds, maybe thousands of artists who have played at the Music Room and at Scotia Festival, I just wanted to say thank you. You've made a tremendous contribution to Halifax, Nova Scotia, and indeed Canada as well. We're very, very lucky to have you, and I wish you well on the next chapter in your life.
I want to thank you because coming here to Scotia Festival as a young artist and now as a guest artist over the years, I've just learned so much, and it has inspired me tremendously.
Congratulations on everything you've done for Scotia Festival. We all really appreciate it.
Dear Chris, if you wouldn't exist, someone would have had to invent you. And I'm asking myself, who would have come up with such a unique Don Quixotean visionary, with such a fun, witty, quirky personality, and with such an infectious, unstoppable idealist and true dynamo as you are. You have moved mountains and created worlds of wonder and beauty. You have inspired us all, and humble as you are, let others take center on the stages you build.
It's been an incredible 30 years, both as a musician and as a CBC producer. I wish you all the best in the future and love you so much.
I want to tell you thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the opportunities you've given me in your festival. If it wasn't from you, man, I don't think I would have the career I have now. And when you trusted me when I was very young, and to conduct many things, to play, and just to be part of the gang, the confidence you had in me inspired other people to be confident. And I am where I am today because of you. Thanks. Love you, man. You bet.
Congratulations, Chris. You've left us a gift that keeps on giving. 40 years at Scotia Festival, and just think of how important a festival this has been and will be. It's going to continue. I wish you all the best.
There's no way in 30 seconds that I can synopsize all of the great experiences I've had at Scotia Festival, all the great music that I've played at Scotia Festival, all the great music that I've heard at Scotia Festival, all the fantastic people I've met at Scotia Festival, and I have you to thank for all of that.
I'll never forget the loving care and warmth and just the joyful atmosphere of my 2 weeks under your care. And I got to play some of my, no, you asked me to play some of my favorite music and work with some really brilliant musicians. So it was not so much a festival as it was a deeply human fellowship.
Hey Chris, it's Andy. I want to thank you so much for so many great concerts and to congratulate you on such a wonderful festival. You've done just a terrific job. I hope everything goes well. I hope you enjoy retirement. Maybe we shouldn't have sold at the butcher shop so you have something to do. Anyway, love you and have a great time. Bye.
I remember 1979. I came here as one of the first young artists. In 40 years of the festival, I've been back several times as a young artist and even a few times as a guest artist. I've had a wonderful experience hearing all of this chamber music. I played many great concerts with many great musicians and got to take advantage of everything the festival has to offer, and I'll always treasure that.
It was 1999 when you came to watch me perform at the Atlantic Fringe Festival, where I did Schubert's Andi Music, and you invited me to breakfast. And at breakfast the next day, you invited me to choreograph Pulcinella. And I said yes. And then I went back to New York and I got a grant and I came back for a breakfast the following months. And you said, oh, we're not gonna do Pulcinella anymore. What about doing Schoenberg's String Trio? And I said yes. So we went back to the studio and we started working on the Schoenberg, and I had a sneaking suspicion that you were actually trying to get rid of me because it was such a complex score and so many layers. But very soon, the dancers and I, we fell in love with his music. And it became one of the most beautiful performances that I still remember, with the standing ovation and hoops and hollers. And Chris, you've really built a legacy of collaboration.
Chris, from all of your colleagues here in the office,
bravo! Thank you!
I have the privilege to be here now for the third time. And each time I loved it. And it's, I mean, what a luxury to have for 10 days, every night, a cembalo concert on a very high level. And meeting great musicians, and the whole atmosphere is just wonderful. And last not least, your funny glasses and your spectacular hats. Again, congratulations, you are a star.
I wanted to wish you all the best for all these amazing years of Scotia Festival. I'm holding my Boulez 91 Scotia Fest program, made a huge impact. And ever since then, I've returned to Scotia Fest, which I have to say is probably the most unconventional, eclectic, and yet incredibly wonderful festival in the world. On a personal note, I just wanted to say that probably my favorite memory is going out to your house, I don't know when that was, 20 years ago, to watch the John Candy film Nothing But Trouble. That was a crazy night.
The term visionary, you hear it all the time, it's bandied about, but with you, it really applies. You know, there were so many times where you seem to have imagined something beyond the imaginable, almost beyond the possible. And you take chances, and in the process, you challenge us, your festival participants. But the rewards could be so great. That sense you have of can-do spirit and your whole feel and lifestyle of total aesthetic immersion has been a great, great inspiration for me personally.
I do want to thank you for including me in the festival for like 25, 26 years. I think I have the record. And as a pianist, as a composer, conductor, it's just great. Also the personal stuff too. Playing pool and ping pong and beating you in pool and ping pong, I might add. And going to New York and going to movies. And I have this feeling there's also something else I wanted to thank you for. Yes, perhaps it is this. You built us a concert hall. Who does that?
Congratulations, Chris, from
Supernova Quartet.
Thank you for late Beethoven.
Thanks for letting us play Schoenberg 1.
Thanks for all the fun years that you kept having us here.
And thanks for bringing us back together for your final year.
Yeah,
So
We really appreciate it. Yeah.
Take care.
It's been a wonderful ride. Thanks.
congrats.
Bye.
You're amazing, Chris. You're amazing. Thanks a lot for everything.
See, this guy he's been, it's like the stone that's been in the river that just doesn't move. The water keeps running over it, the stone's always there. Here's the stone. And the music is the river.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's nice, Phil. I like that.
I just made that up, by the way.